Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. And this will go for the period of time the 20th to the 26th of October, although it may not happen in that time, it may have previously happened. This is the reading for Virgo. Virgo, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It is absolutely wonderful to have you on board. And I'm using the Thelema Tarot for your reading. Remember, the readings may not always resonate with you. They may be for someone else. Oh, you got the Five of Cups here. So some of you been a bit focused on your past and not moving forward here. Alrighty. Okay, ready to go. Oh, Six of Cups coming out first. So the Six of Cups is the card of the past. It's the card of reminiscing, nostalgia, looking back at the past with fond memories. Could be remembering back to your childhood days. Sometimes it denotes, depending on what card it comes with, it denotes childhood memories that perhaps weren't so good. Sometimes it can talk about someone returning from your past, not necessarily romantic. It could be that you're reconciling with a family member or a friend, or meeting up with an old school friend or something. This is very nice though, because somebody's coming in to offer you some stability here for whatever reason. The Ace of Pentacles is about a brand new start, something that's based in, like having lots of resources. Could be about a job. You could have somebody who's offering a job that you've known for a long time. Somebody may be helping you move forward, but I'd say with this card here, it's probably more likely romantic. So I feel like somebody is coming back from your past because they've probably had a little bit of a realization you are their soulmate. Maybe they had to do some work on themselves. Maybe they were a Leo here, but they may have gone away to, do other things. I feel like for some of you, maybe they went overseas or moved to a different area and now they're coming back. They've realised you're their soulmate and they want a new start with you. Or at least they're trying to bring something. Might only be friendship, but they're trying to bring forth something new here. Okay, now I have the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Because this means that somehow or another here, this is a wish come true for you. It's like you've always wanted this. You always thought it would happen. And now here it is, like right in front of you. So it's sort of like, wow, wishes do come true here. Miracles happen. Six of Wands. So there's definitely a big victory for you. So victory says to me you always probably thought this person would return, or maybe you always hoped that you would be back with this person. There would be some sort of return to this person. And you have manifested it. So the Magician come in here says to me that it was something you've wanted and something you've brought in yourself. Okay, Four of Pentacles here. So sometimes with the Four of Pentacles it can talk about not letting go of things. And I'm thinking of this person may have meant a lot to you in the past. You may have had a very strong connection to them. I feel like you always thought they would return, and that's why you're feeling victorious now, because what you wished for, what you manifested has come in. Always a nice feeling when you see your manifestations come to life. I used to do it all the time when I was a child, and I used to think, I didn't even know how I did it, but I'd sort of think of somebody and then next minute I know they would walk around the corner, and I used to think, I wonder how I did that. But I think that it's your intuition that knows, not so much that you're manifesting. I think you put the intention out and the universe works in co-creates with your intuition to bring in what you want here. But I think that as we get to be adults, we tend to put our intuition aside and we tend to sort of get more into our ego, which means our ability to manifest isn't as strong. Well, I've got to say to you here, you've definitely brought something back. Okay, could be a Cancer you're dealing with, because I do have the Chariot here, but this strongly means to me that you are moving forward. There is an energy of desire and wanting something to move forward here. So I don't think this person's going to have to try hard. Now remember, the reading's flip-flop, so it could be the other person. And there's the offer. Now I do think this offer isn't just of a friendship. I think this is something much more. It's possible it could do with somebody coming in to offer you a business proposition, without doubt. But whoever this is offering you something more tangible. So it could be to, you know, have money involved, but it could also be, you know, like bringing in some sort of idea of, you know, building something together. We have the Seven of Cups here. So the Seven of Cups can talk about choices. It can also talk about illusion, and having too many choices or confusion. That's why I always think it's like delusion, illusion, and confusion. I feel like with this card here, especially with the Magician and the Nine of Cups, that you're having trouble sort of reconciling this with something that you've thought would never happen. It's come such a surprise for you. I wouldn't be too surprised if we don't get the Tower next. It's come as a surprise to you to understand that this person has always loved you. I feel like you perhaps thought at times, even though you felt strongly in your own heart that you weren't able to let them go, that the love wasn't reciprocated. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands here. So this person is very passionate about getting something moving here. They're very, very into you, very sexually attracted to you, as well as, you know, emotionally. But the physical side here is very, very pronounced, very dominant. Okay, and then we have the Hanged Man coming out here. So the Hanged Man, I just want to turn the next card over, and the Six of Swords. The Hanged Man talks about looking at things from a different perspective. And the Six of Swords talks about moving away from something. And I feel that there's this feeling here that although this has come back to you, there needs to be time out here for you to get this, for you to understand it. That's why I'm surprised there really isn't a Tower here. This is someone from your past who's obviously a soulmate who's offering you something ongoing. I feel they had to move away from you because they had to find their strength and try to move forward. But they're very passionate about you here. And it looks to me like you either don't trust your own intuition now after all this time, even though you've wished for this and you've wanted this person back. There will be you taking a period of time out here, because I don't think this is a permanently moving away. I think it's moving away from the situation as it is in order to build something new. So I'm just going to put a couple more cards on it. Okay, you're trapped in your head. Have a look at that. Oh, wow, look at that. This is about you being trapped in your own energy here and unable to see forward. Look at you. So we have here the Six of Swords followed by the Eight of Swords, which is you trapped in your prison of your own thinking, with the Five of Cups looking back at the past, not able to see forward because you're too busy trying to sort of get your thoughts and ideas back into perspective here. This is why you need this guy here. You need to take time out to really understand what you want here. It's funny, isn't it? Because sometimes I think when people come back, you sort of look at them in a very different way to what you did in the past. Like, you know, you may have remembered them with all the good things that happened, and when they come back, you see a person that doesn't look anything like the big giant you remembered them to be. So it could be something to do with that, but it could also be you doubting. And there's a fork in the road here. You doubting which direction to go in. So this is the card of 13, and quite aptly named too, by the way. 13. Okay, so the essential meanings are time to make a decision, considering the consequences you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and been asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or choosing right? Will you take the road less travelled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. This is about, and the relationship meaning also talks about opening up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated. And I think this is very relevant with these cards here, because you've got a bit stuck in your head about which direction to take. Fork in the road. Have a wonderful week, everyone.